Cougar Chat's graduate edition rolls along with Isaac Boore, graduating senior from the men's golf squad. Isaac, welcome in, and here to interview you today, the guy you might recognize, your coach, Mark Haines.
All right. Well, I tell you what, I love this guy. The way he came to Chicago State, very unique. I was trying to recruit him to the previous school I was at, and sort of got the job in early August. And I don't know if you can remember that phone call, because I really hadn't nailed Isaac to do anything. Isaac came from Black Hawk Junior College, where he had two fine years as a golfer. And just a little background is he's in the National Guard. And so, sort of had to juggle some things. He's got his weekends to serve and things like that. And we were trying to figure out how we could do this, play college golf, and get better. And I can tell you right now, Isaac has done everything that's ever been asked of him. But like you said, do you remember that phone call when I said, "Hey, Isaac, how'd you like to play Division I golf?"
Absolutely, Coach. I wouldn't forget it. I was out at TPC Deer Run. They had the tournament going on, and I was going in there, and there's fans everywhere, and I'm like, yeah, I want to stick around the golf game. Got the call, and I was honored to do it. When I got the call at that point, I was like, I got to keep playing, and I just so happened to be out at the golf course at the time that it was just perfect timing.
Yeah. Well, Isaac comes from an athletic background himself. Man, his dad was a legendary cross-country coach in the Moline area, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Right. And you were a fairly decent runner yourself at one point. Is that true?
That's right. When I was about 30 pounds less, and before I joined the military, I was a big time runner. I was about 140 pounds then, maybe a little less.
What influence did the weight room have on you here at Chicago State?
Yeah, so Coach, I would say the main thing is I talk to the guys about it too. Like, we go in there, and sometimes guys, we're in the gym, they want to lift heavy weight and stuff. But for me, it's more just working on my mobility and being more flexible. It's definitely helped us when we get the rollers out. I've learned a lot of new stretches that I had no idea about, and when we go in there and work on all this mobility stuff, you leave there, you go out to the golf course, you just feel loose, you feel like you're ready to roll, and that was something I never really did before. I was lifting heavy, and go out there, and instead of going out there and lifting it heavy and having no feel, I've switched it around. So during season, we go out there and we work on mobility, and I go out there and I feel flexible, and I feel like I actually have feel in the club, and like I'm in control of the ball and of my swing.
We're going to drift away from the golf portion and really talk about your major. What are you studying here at Chicago State? And you're going to be getting your degree here shortly in what?
Criminal justice, Coach. Keegan and I are both in the same program. We're pretty much in the same classes. We're both majoring in criminal justice.
Right, and I think obviously with your military background, but what's been your favorite class in the criminal justice program? Because Chicago State does have a very highly acclaimed criminal justice program, and I think some people just don't realize that.
Yeah, definitely. I've gone through some pretty good classes, but my favorite actually is one that I'm in right now. It's a criminal investigation class with Dr. Patterson, and I've learned a lot of stuff about how they actually go into criminal investigations, the forensics and stuff like that they would go into. So it kind of stinks that we're, having to do everything virtually, because if we were in the classroom, we get to see a lot cooler stuff. But even with it being virtually, we're doing the best we can, and I'm really enjoying it. I've learned a lot, and how, like, setting priorities, and he also kind of turns it into like a sports-minded thing where he says, if you go in and you do the investigation right, then it makes you a winner. Well, then I'm coming from a sports background, I look at playing golf. Okay, I'm gonna give it my best. Okay, he says, that makes you a winner. All you can do is go out there and do your best. So if I'm gonna go out there and be the head detective on a criminal justice case, I want to be a winner out there. So I'm gonna do things right.
From being a freshman at Black Hawk, and now being a senior at Chicago State? What's the biggest difference or impact that maybe Chicago State has had on you when, you know, you were a 140-pound soaking wet freshman there at Blackhawk?
Yeah. I'd say the biggest difference would be first of all, I want to say the people I've met. I've met some awesome people at Chicago State. At first, I'm coming here. I didn't know what to think. You know, I'm from a pretty small town, and thinking of coming to Chicago, I was like, oh, it's going to be a completely different world. But came in and I've met great people. I've made some great friends. I mean, here I am living with a couple of my teammates. It's been awesome. The programs it's done, you know, the criminal justice programs, I've learned quite a bit. With first semester being in the classroom, I enjoyed that a lot more, and doing more hands-on work and actually just having that classroom feel. I like that a lot better. But yeah, I would just say Chicago State's, you know, we talked about working out stuff too. And I was also in the ROTC program working out with them. So I was almost getting double workouts in, and I just like staying active. It makes me feel good. And the school's I've had access to everything I've needed. You know, we have a track, we have really nice weight room, the other weight room when COVID's not going on, all the facilities and stuff. We basically have everything that we need. So it's been nice. It's definitely set us all up to be winners.
What are you going to miss most about Chicago State when you do leave?
I'd definitely say the golf experience, where, you know, we've traveled all across the country, you know, going Florida, Alabama, Texas. I'd definitely say the traveling, you know, some of these states that we've gone to, I'd never been to before. So we got to see some awesome courses, see some awesome scenery. I'm definitely going to miss traveling with the team, all the guys that I've met. And yeah, as criminal justice program has been great. I'm going to miss, you know, my professors and them looking out for me, and, you know, taking me under their wing to basically make me the best student that I can be. So yeah, that's definitely what I'll miss.
Coach, appreciate you handling the interview. I think you can audition for 60 Minutes. And Isaac, appreciate you and all you've done for Chicago State. So congratulations on graduating.
Hey, I appreciate it, Sam. Thanks for having me.